Hello everyone and welcome back to Tomb 3. Today's level is going to be Lost City of Tinnos. Okay, so we finally made it through that huge mess that was the Architect Mines. I don't know how long I'm going to that video, we'll have to see. I can go through the story. I don't think there's anything in there. I used to think that there was like a meta pack in here, but there's not. It's just empty. And I do think that the hypothermia is also effective. Oh, it's not. Okay. So I can't do that yet. I need a key. I'm gonna have to have one of those strange looking eyeball keys. There we go. So I got rid of that annoying thing there. Okay. I feel like I already know the password to the door. I feel like I have like a memory of it that's been stored in there forever that I can always rely on. But I don't remember exactly what shows it to you, or if there even is anything. I know before I used to brute force it to get the code. We'll have to see. This level is going to be quite long. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all these. Okay, so this opens a door. I'm not sure where though. Oh, it might open the door underneath here. The one we had seen. What about this spot? One of these areas... Okay, I'm not going to get there the cheaty way. I'm going to get there legit. Because we need to get this gate open. Because you can very well jump over there, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's where I came from. I think it's either over here. Maybe. Okay, that's nothing there. What about here? There's a spot here. Oh yeah, okay. So if you want the heal or save crystal, or if you want the rocket, you can find it here. Like I mentioned, I'm pretty much exclusively going to be using the Desert Eagle, unless I get below 45 or 50. The Stella Guide, if you're reading it, will say 50, and I can agree with her sentiment, but at the same time, I think 50 is like the max you'd pretty much ever need for that fight. Unless you really have troubles. If you really have troubles, then you probably will want to save at least 60 or 65. But I think 50 is like all you'll ever need. So if I get below that, it's going to be switching to grenades and rockets. And I need to use those too. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's this. This will lead to a different area. Actually, no, it gives you the key. I forgot. I forgot about that. Okay. So now we can open this door. The Uli key, which is very interesting. I like the design of it. It's different than the other keys. Okay, I want to make sure. Nothing over there. It's just this. And I don't think you can jump backwards. You might be able to. But I'm not going to risk it, just in case. Because if I do that and it won't let you, you just fall to your death. Okay, no, you can. You can. I just didn't know. Okay, so this will open this gate. So now I have to get back. We want to come down here. We want to pull this switch. That will open the gate to those doors, I believe. Or at least like activate it so it'll work. I'm not sure. Some parts of this is fuzzy, some of it's like I know it enough to where I can kind of just... Hold on. I know what I'm missing. There's another switch that goes with that one. I'm going in the wrong spot. I may cut a lot of that out. You don't need to see all that. Okay, so it'd be up this way. Yeah, there's one more switch that goes alongside that area. It's directly across from where you did the other one. Should be not this way. This way. Yeah, at the very end over here. This direction. Down this ramp. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do this switch, and that will pull it out. Yeah, there we go. So those doors are not decorative. I was just an idiot. Okay. So I feel like I remember the thing for this. I think it's just because of how long it took me. I think I just know it. I know this is going to be a spoiler, so if you want to try and figure it out yourself, I will just tell you. I think the way that it's supposed to be is that it's the levels and the distinctions between predator levels. So hunter, birds, plants, bulls, all that stuff. Because if you can see it, it's always the hunter. So it would be the hunter goes after the something, that goes after the something, that goes after something, until it's the end. So I'm pretty sure that it is... So if you want to try and figure it out, you can. You can just skip past this little bit where I do it. If I remember correctly, the buttons you need to press are 1, 2, and 5. Pretty sure. If it's not 1, 2, and 5, it's 1, 3, and 5. Or 1, 4, and 5. It's 1 something and 5. Pretty sure. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, and 5. I don't know how in the world I know that all after all these times, but I do. So I guess I could show you the reason why. So the hunter hunts the bull. The bull hunts the plants. The hunter hunts the birds, and the birds hunt the fish. And the hunter hunts the birds who hunt the plants. If that makes any sense to you, then that would be the solution. I don't know exactly what shows it to you or how you would figure that out on your own, but that is legitimately the way. Okay, so there's going to be a new enemy type here. There's actually a couple in this level, but we're not going to be using the Desert Eagle for those. It's a waste. There's going to be a gigantic, I'm telling you, gigantic, a boss coming out of this hole in the ground, up in that little tunnel. This will take a while, just know that there is an end. It seems like it's never ending, but there is an amount that it will stop at. So just keep doing this until you get to where they're all gone. I may cut out me shooting some of these because it's going to be very redundant. It's the same thing a bunch of times. I actually don't mind them, but for what we need to do, you need to make sure that these are gone. It will be a huge hindrance to you if you don't. Okay, so I believe that that's it. I believe that that's the end. I did not count them, but I believe that it's about 15 to 20 wasps that come out. But we are now finished with that. There will be no more that comes out of that hole, which we do need. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. So that I have that part done and I save before this. We're gonna go over here. There is a heal or save crystal if you need it. I don't need it quite yet. We are gonna go up here. I'm gonna get a flare. Okay. So the reason why you wanted those wasps dead is because we're going over there. Because that is where the first secret is. It's very tricky because you honestly would just think that there's nothing in there, or that there is something in there, but how in the world do you get there? Invisible platforms. I just made that. Okay. Okay, and now we gotta do one more. You can make it without a half tile jump, but I just do it just in case. Okay, so this is the first secret. Okay, so definitely do not go down there, because, as you'd imagine, it's a gigantic pit that they were coming in from. So small meta pack, Desert Eagle, and grenades. The Desert Eagles are meant, like, if you're really low on Desert Eagles, they're pretty much mandatory. Unless you want to have a hard time. If you want to have a challenge with the fight, then you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, I want to double check and make sure I've actually legitimately saved here. I don't want to have to do this all over again. Okay. Now we can go over on this side. If I can make it. So this platform's fine. And we are going to go this way, but I'm going to try and aim more centered. There we go. Okay. There's that platform. And we can go over here. If you want the heal or save crystal, if you somehow messed up and left some, or you dropped them too high up or something, you can go and get it. If you're doing save crystal, just get it. Because you're probably going to wind up needing them for this level. Okay, so here's where the Desert Eagle comes in. There's going to be some new enemies here, and they can fire projectiles that were turned on fire. Like an even higher version of the other Eagles. There we go. And they will explode. I wouldn't recommend being near them. Okay, so you're going to want to remember this room. We have to come back here far later to get the very last secret, because the secrets in this level are the last ones. Once we get the ones in this level, we are completely good, and all we have to do is finish. There's going to be some guys in here. On the left. Right here's a left. There's wasps. There's a whole room coming out from the upper right. I know some people don't really like these enemies, but I kind of like them. They're nice. I think it's because they're so different. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be in here, but it is. Like before, there's going to be a bunch of them. So if you want to have an easier time with them swarming you, you'll have to kill them. I don't remember if they can poison you. I think they can. Okay, I think it's the last one. You can generally tell if you don't hear any more buzzing, and there's no more green lights. Okay. And you are going to want to remember this room as well, because this room is going to be where we come back to get the second secret. We have to retrace quite a bit at this level for the secrets. Okay. So this level is a bit unique compared to the rest, because Laura is going to have to undergo elemental trials to finish, because she needs a key from every single one of these. Okay, so you can pick whichever one you want to start with first. If you want my opinion on what is the hardest, I think fire and water are the hardest. Generally, I go with the air one first. The air one is more of a maze. And that is in... It's the one that has, like, crystal. Like, there is this one. I generally go air first. And then I do water to get it done. Then I do earth, then I do fire last. But you can do them in any order you wish to. It's whatever you think is the easiest to the hardest. If you want to prioritize the hardest ones first, you can. If you want to prioritize the easiest ones first, you can. If you want to mix it up and do a little bit of both, then you can. That's kind of what I do, is mix it up. Just so it's not, like, annoying at the end. So, okay. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Keep in mind that whenever you pick one, you are stuck in it until you finish it. So choose wisely. Okay. I do not remember the pathway here. So we're going to be in here for a while, I think, unless I can figure it out. There are going to be items, I think, somewhere. I believe that the torches are your hint. It's either the torches that are the hint or the crystals. It's some kind of something that is your hint. Okay, so there was Uzi clips in that spot that I had to just went in. Shotgun shells here. And I've been turned around now. I think I've been turned around. Make it happen. There's a wasp. Kind of stuck. Okay, so this, I believe, is the way. To push this twice. Oh yeah, okay. pack and some flares. I believe that's all it's here. Yes. Okay. So that's not the way to go, but that will give you some items. Especially if you were low. That would help you. Where am I going now? I think I need to go like a whole different direction. I think this is just like a dead end with items. So let me try... Okay, so there's the gate. I will say, I actually legitimately do like this level. I know that some people don't really like it, but I like it. It's so different compared to all the other levels that it really stands out to me. So you kind of have to keep in mind where you're at. Because if you're like me, you'll be turned around. I don't want to get turned around too hard. Because then this part will be a huge mess. That's one of the reasons why I have to do it first. I believe this is it. Yes. Okay. Don't ask me how I got here, I literally have no idea. I just wound up taking some crystal paths till I got somewhere. Okay, so you want to be careful here, because there are going to be spiked logs that'll be coming down. So generally, you just go up here. And you have to roll to avoid them each time. I'm going to save a lot. I wouldn't do it too early, because if you do it too early, you won't have enough time to do the other one. There we go. Okay, it's actually not keys that we need, it's masks. You need 4 of them. I don't know why I thought it was keys. They kind of are keys. Okay, so backwards. Actually, it doesn't matter, but it's fine. Okay, so that's one trial done. That one's not too bad, unless you get really turned around. Okay. So that will lead back to the main room where you can pick another trial. I'm going to probably wind up going water next, but if you happen to pick something different, you can let me know and explain why. I'm curious. I really want to know what people usually pick with these. Okay, that's for later. I think that's the earth one. And this door down here is from a whole different area. Okay, so every gate will close behind you. So, yeah, I'm going to pick water next, and I believe the water one, that's the earth. You can tell by quicksand. Water, I think, is over... water is this way. So I'm going to do water and get it out of the way. Water is my least favorite. Because you really have to be careful with this one because of all of the blades. Like I mentioned in the last one, I have never actually done the no meta packs all secrets up this far yet. So I can't even tell you how hard that will be. I can only imagine it will be. Okay, so if I really have issues, 281 is what I go back to. Okay, so you have to be careful of these because these will chip at you pretty harshly. I'm gonna get this. And I believe that there is an item in that thing here. Oop. That's what you have to be wary of. It will hurt. Okay. Let me try this instead. There we go. That puts the situation's not, like, too low. I believe there is a thing here. Well, that's not what I intended to do, but it's fine. I will have to be cautious about being chipped with the actual other damage, though. I thought it was going to do the thing of, like, setting me lower down, but it's not. So there's a large metapack down there. I unironically will have to use it right now. There is going to be a large amount of water in here, and there's only a very few amount of breathing area. So don't pick right because it's a dead end. There's the switch we need. It's very difficult to time these, so I don't fault you if you have issues with this, because I do too. That will open one of the doors. I don't know which one. Okay. Part about this is that you have to go out each time. And that does eat up into it. Okay, no, I had it right, it was just timed. No, I had it right, it was just timed. I was too slow. Okay. The only trial, like I mentioned, that I legitimately don't like is the water trial. I really don't. Be quick. It gives you enough time. Okay. Go up here for air. There is two paths. I believe that you want to go this front one. Sure. Let me look. No, that's closed. There is Uzi clips there, but I will get to it once I get to it. There is Desert Eagle here. If you're low on Desert Eagle, try to get these. The hitbox for this is pretty large. Try to see if I can get down here, like squeezing my way in. Okay, should be able to make it now. Okay, now I'm getting stuck again. There's a switch here. I figure where to go next. Is it down here? Okay, probably about to use the metapacks. I am fine with that. Okay, this level will be a little bit of a mess, but it's not as bad as our Architect Mines. Okay. So back this way. And now we are going to go the other direction. Some Uzi clips here. Now we're gonna go this way. But I will have to go this way after I get the arrow, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna try to aim it this way. There we go. Okay, save again. Win this one this time. Okay, that was my bad with the placement. I thought I had it perfect, but I didn't. No, it just kills me. Missed why I saved. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that is the water tile done. Bit messy, but it is possible. I don't know how in the world you beat that with no meta packs, but I know it's possible. I've seen it done. Okay. So now, I believe we have to go back in the water to get back. Pretty sure. I don't see any like hidden anything. No. No, we have to go back out the same way. I think that just opens the gate back up, so you can leave. Yeah, this gate should be open now. This opens this gate. There we go. It helps you a little bit with the current. Helps take you back. Okay. So this should take us back to the main hub room. All the way up here. This right here, and each time it closes. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing the Earth trial next. And the Earth trial is highly important because this is what lets you get the second secret. It doesn't have the second secret, but it opens up the way to get the second secret. There's going to be a lot of quicksand, as you'd expect. So, I gotta remember which way which way is it? I don't think it's this. No, it might be. There's gonna be some wasps. Definitely take advantage of the placement while you can, because there will be a point where you're not able to do much because of how you're placed. Because this is going to be too high. This wasp will get annoying. You get this much straight. So do you. Okay. Because if you didn't try to kill them now, they would still be coming after you in the quicksand. You'd have like 4 of those little things after you. That would be a little bit hard to deal with. Okay. We're getting close to where you need to be. There is going to be... This right here is the area that we need to be at. Because we need to jump over onto a ledge and then over onto a platform. Yeah, it's this one right here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. Not that part of it. You want to be on the other part of it. Oh, I see it. The left part. If I can land it. We need to go there. This part can be a little bit tricky because of how it's placed. There we go. Okay, so this right here, and we need to land on that platform over there. Okay. So this will, if you remember, when I pull this switch, you'll see a familiar area. That block is now down. So once I finish this, before I do the fire trial, I am going to do a little bit of backtracking to get that second secret. That's the area where those 2 swinging torches were. To do that. Okay. So now we can finish the Earth trial. That's the only thing you are required to do if you need the secrets. Everything else can be done without it. Okay, save again. These wasps are going to be everywhere. And I mean everywhere. So, I'm trying to watch out for them. And you definitely don't want to use your Desert Eagle for those. I mean, if you have enough, you want to just have fun with it, you can. But I wouldn't recommend wasting them. Okay, there is going to be... So if you haven't gotten that thing first, make sure you do that first. Do not pick up this mask until you have done that first. Reason being, because when we do this, a quake is going to start. Quicksand is now gone. It is now giant pits. I think that was close. And that was close. This right here. also that spot. We need to go over here. Yeah, be careful of that last little bit of stuff. Don't just stand there. I've fallen trapped to that too. Okay, we're gonna go down. It's quite a bit down. Okay. And now that is the Earth trial done. But we have to make it back. I don't think that there's any items hidden. Oh, there is. It's kind of a bait, though. I think you can get it without being triggered by those. I think you can. But you have to be quite quick. I think it's a bait, though. Okay. So this one will unlock the gate back out. Fitting that is their Earth trial. That was the gate for it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the second secret first. We're gonna go back in this room. Because this block is now down. It is not movable, but you can climb on it. We need to go over here. This ladder is where the second secret is. There will be a torch in here, though. Heal or save crystal, a large meta pack. I think that's it, yes. That is all. I want to look really quick and make sure there's anything on the sides. I don't think there is. No, it's just the meta pack and the save crystal. Or heal crystal. Okay. Didn't mean to just drop there, but I did. Okay, so the only trial now that we have left is going to be the fire trial. I leave it for last because it's by far the most annoying. But it just has to be done. Okay. Some of these platforms you cannot step on because as soon as you step on them, there will be flames. It's a matter of figuring out which ones. I don't necessarily know if there's a way to tell. I think it might be trial and error. I think it's this one. It is not. She's just dead. There's no way you can recover from that. There's no water. Okay. So it's not that one. I think it is this one. Yes. It is... it's not this one. It's the one either directly across that way or that way. I know it's not this one. I'm pretty sure it's not this one. Let me check. I missed it. Yeah, the floor quite literally is lava. So... okay, so so far we know it's this one. I don't think it's that one. It's not this one either. I'm gonna keep these because there's really no way I can do anything about that. Okay. So it is this one. It's not that one or that one. Is it this one? It isn't. She's not on fire though. There she is. Okay. Eventually you can try and memorize the path. So it is not this one. I have it backwards. It is this one. It is not that one, or that one. I can't tell if it's that one because I can't make it. So, by rule of elimination, it should be... It's not, but I'm not on fire. Is it this one? It is. Okay. You know, obviously it has to be this one because the other ones don't work. Okay, so that's off now. Large meta pack and shotgun shells. Is it this one? Okay, it's not that one either. So it's the right one. Okay. Yeah, trial and error does work. It just takes some time. Okay. Yeah, always wants to miss with this one, so I kind of have to do that one. Almost didn't make that. I'm going to leave it. I think you... So I'm just going to ignore the items. I'm going this way. It's a fake out. Okay, this part. This part is kind of annoying. Because... Not the right platform. Because you have to time it with the flames. So you don't want to be up there when it's doing it. You kind of have to time it when it's almost done. It lasts usually about like 3 or 4 seconds. Save my different slot. And on to the next one. You kind of want to do it in bunny hops. That's your best way. 2, 3, 4. And this one you want to go all the way to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this way for the switch. Same deal. And you want to switch sides. You're not going to have time. One, 2, 3, 4. And across. There's going to be a torch. If you go too fast, it'll fake you out. Okay. So that is the final trial done. me look it up really quick to make sure I'm on the right track. I want to make sure I'm not missing a third secret, because it's the final one. No, I remembered right. That is, in fact, the end of the level. We're not going to do that yet. We have to do this first, because this is necessary to get the third secret. If you don't care about getting the third secret, you can ignore this area entirely. But I do, in fact, care. So, say just make a turn on the right track. And we are going to go down this way. There's going to be a lot of those mutants that can shoot things. So, get your Desert Eagle ready. There's going to be a lot of these. They can turn you on fire. Okay, there's going to be a switch for the other gate. I think it's in here. That just opens it. Missed one, or wasted one shot, I should say. But that's fine. Okay, I don't remember if there's anything in terms of like items here. I love this song. It's one of my favorite on there. Let's see. I want this one. That for this. So we're going to go in here. Or switch, or both. Okay, so Uzi clips and flares. That was close. I believe there's also an item in that crawl space, and there is a switch in that crawl space. Down here. And switch here. And we do need these switches, so don't ignore them. And you're gonna go here and do this one. Across, and we are going to go over here and do these ones. Okay, so real quick. Our whole goal is to go down. That switch in particular, I'm going to have to probably come up here and do it again, because there is not going to be enough time to do the rest of this part here and get that secret in one go. I'm going to have to come back here and do it in a minute, because that needs to be open first. So that will have to be done in a minute. I'm telling you, this level is long. If you actually get all the secrets, it takes you a while. Okay, so it's not this yet then. It is over here where we pulled the first one. Down here. And this will take you to an area where you can actually get down easy. Because this area is very tall. More wasps. It is. Okay, so I'm going to do this part again. This is being recorded like the night when I'm editing because this part, God, it was a huge mess, so I'm just going to do it again in a much shorter fashion. I will keep the footage of me going to get the secret, but I'm going to do everything else again. So that's going to be a mess, but I'm going to have to do it. Because believe me, this is necessary. Okay, so you need this one down, because that's what keeps that up. But you have to press the switches on the actual platform first, and then you want it down. So we're going to do that first. Because this is like directly after I had killed the wasps. So, okay. So this switch, and this will drop the platform and then turn that down. And you want that because that lifts that up. And that will let you go to get that switch. The reason why I'm doing this again is because I'm not even joking. It took like 25 to 30 or whatever minutes for this. And it's far too much. Even with it being edited down, it's just a huge mess. So this is just better off. Okay, so we're going... And... let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and save again, just so that I have like a full-on good thing to go from. So I'm gonna save in 299. Hopefully I didn't screw myself. Okay. So one of these is going to make it where that one is up. And we need that one up because I don't think you can reach it with the one that's currently up. I think it's too far. So let me try this one. If this one isn't good enough, then I will do the other one. Let's see. One of these is going to do the thing I need. I believe it's this one. Yes. Okay. So that one's down. This one's up. You have to jump from a space that is a little bit behind where you need it to be. So you don't actually want to grab that platform. You want to jump a little bit underneath it. So hopefully this is good enough. Yes. So now we can use this to go across. This switch is going to open the bottom doors. And we need these open because we need to get the key to finish with. So I don't think... oh, there is. Okay. So now I can just grab this and go up there easier. So now I need to get across and then pull that same switch again so that this one right here is down and the other ones are up. And then I gotta make sure that I push that bottom switch so that that platform is raised back up again. Because I'm going to include the old footage, because the old footage is fine. For this part, at least. But I want to at least, like, show you everything up to that point. And then I'm going to have to show me getting the key. Because I got to make sure I'm doing that part right. Okay, so this one's fine now. Okay, over here. And you want to pull that switch. Because that will raise this back up, which you're going to need if you're trying to get that secret. Because you need this so that you can side jump, and then go down. It's the fastest way to guarantee you're going to make it to the door in time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you where the door is. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and show you now where the key is at. You can kind of tell where it's at because the robo is kind of designed in a way that leads it to you like an arrow. Kind of like this. Sort of. Either way, it's back here. I'm just going to ignore these wasps because I fought these things far too many times. If they hurt me, they hurt me. I'll just go. This is just showcasing. If anything, I'll just do this for fun. Annoying little pests. Okay, so here's the key you need. And the slot for it is directly in the path that we're going to take to get that secret. But the door will stay open. So go get the secret first, and then come back and put that key in the slot. So everything else after this should be fine. Okay. So I know there's like more wasps. Okay, so this is going to be the switch for the third secret. You have to make sure you're kind of quick with this. So I'm going to save this slot because the end is pretty close. If you're playing the console version, just save in that spot and don't save over it until you get the secret. That way you have some spot to come back to. It's the only way you can in that facet. Mess it up. Like that. So now just zoom through. If wasps happen, just let them happen. We walk through this door. Please don't let there be any intrusions here. This should be fine. Hopefully. Please don't let there be a door here. I don't think there is. Okay, you have to be as quick as you can. Because annoyingly, the door is timed. I'm not sure what that key's for. Okay, back across this way. And you want to go across. And we're going to go across until we get over here. And slide. This right here is the third secret. Okay. So, save or kill crystal. Large amount of pack. Desert Eagle clips. This is for if the door closes on you, that you can get back out. Just made it. The level itself actually fine. I know how in the world I'm going to eat either one of these levels. I have no idea. No clue. That was very close. There's still going to be these walks. I'm just going to leave them. Definitely make sure you have put the key in that hole. Because the key needs to be in the hole for these masks to actually take effect. Because you're trying to get rid of this ray of light. This ray of light is preventing you from actually going down. Because it's lava at the bottom. Does that. There we go. Okay. So it is now gone. And we can now proceed to the very final level of Chimera 3. There will be a cutscene here. I will be leaving it. And I will do my outro afterwards. Okay, so that was the Lost City of Tinnos. I really do like this level. It is by far one of my favorites of the Anarcha section. The design of this level is impeccable. It hits like all the spots. And I love the trials, but doing them, the water one is the worst. By far. Okay, so as you've noticed, Willard has sacrificed his body, and now he has absorbed the power of the meteorite, which is being powered by all of the artifacts. So he has now become a giant spider. So we're going to have to mess with that in the next level. The battle is quite hard, and you don't ever want to be hit by him because it's an insta-kill. There's no surviving it. There's a reason why it's mentioned many different times, and I've mentioned it myself. Just save Desert Eagle. It is your best option. You can do it with other ones. I have done it with rockets before, but Desert Eagle is by far the best option. So that's what I'm going to be using. 50 is like about as probably as much as you're ever going to need. 60 at most. Like any more than 60, you probably would have to just start over. Okay, with that being said, if you like what you see here, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to get my platform as big as I can. If you want to support the content, you can like and share it. It does help me immensely, especially where I'm doing retro content. It is quite niche, and anything will help. Anything that can help push the algorithm, so likes, shares, comments, they all help. If you want to get updates with content, whether that be days being moved, times being moved, or streams being moved, you can find that on my Twitter, which is at Kyrion_. I do stream each week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might potentially try to make Sunday a streaming day, but don't count on it. It's more of just like if I feel like I can do it, I'll do it. If I feel like I can, I can't. But the Tuesday and Thursday ones I'm trying to make sure that I'm consistent with. So you can find that on kick.com/etherealmalice. And I will see you in the next level, which will be Meteorite Cavern. So I will see you then.